useless. Boris backers threw mud at PM's rivals while Sunak saved UK economy with support package. The Prime Minister, 57, who recently celebrated the 2-year anniversary of his thumping 80-seat majority victory in the 2019 general election, has found himself under mounting pressure after he suffered a large rebellion from Tory backbenchers over his COVID Plan B measures, became caught up in Downing Street Christmas party reports and lost the once safe Conservative seat of North Shropshire to the Liberal Democrats. Mr Johnson, who finds himself lagging behind 59-year-old Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer in the opinion polls, is now even in the situation where letters of no confidence are being submitted to the chair of the 1922 committee, Sir Graham Brady, 54. Many political commentators, including the 72-year-old ex-Tory MP and Times columnist Matthew Paris, now predict with confidence Mr Johnson will be out of office by the end of 2022. However, the Prime Minister's allies have come out to defend the former London Mayor and have also made their feelings about the contenders to succeed Mr Johnson in number 10 known. The Brexit-backing Chancellor of the Exchequer Rishi Sunak, 41, and Remain supporting Foreign Secretary Liz Truss, 46, are tipped to lead the charge to take over from Mr Johnson, and both are said to have expressed concerns about imposing COVID restrictions at a cabinet meeting earlier this week. Other ministers around the cabinet table are also said to have voiced their concern about new measures, including Leader of the Commons Jacob Rees-Mogg, 52, and Transport Secretary Grant Shapps, 53. Mr Sunak, who was first elected as the MP for Richmond, Yorkshire, in 2015, leads the way with pollsters at YouGov as the nation's most popular politician and has been tipped as a contender to succeed Mr Johnson. Ms Truss, who entered the Commons as the MP for South West Norfolk 5 years earlier, has emerged as the darling of the Tory party membership after topping Conservative Home's Cabinet League table for a full year. Another source told I don't know why the Foreign Secretary has a view on the domestic closure of hospitality. A third source added, there seems to be lots of people vehemently briefing out against further restrictions, but they're going to look like morons when we have to impose restrictions within the next week. Cabinet playing out in public isn't a good look, but we know why people are doing it. They're pitching themselves for future leadership contests, but all it does is damage everyone. According to the broadsheet, Ms Truss only made one brief remark during the cabinet meeting about the need to see more data. Speaking about whether he would want to be Prime Minister after Mr Johnson back in October 2020, Mr Sunak said, "Definitely not. I have enough of a struggle just trying to do the job that I have and keep my head above water, quite frankly," he added. Rishi Sunak has unveiled a £1 billion support package for companies affected by new restrictions after profits nosedived as people cancelled social activities. Pubs, restaurants and theatres have all been hit hard because people are staying home before Christmas amid a staggeringly high rise in cases. There are also fears the industries will be affected by staff shortages due to the number of people having to self-isolate having caught COVID in December. Some businesses have already decided to close entirely for the rest of the year due to the lack of custom. In response, the Chancellor is offering additional help for the hospitality and leisure sectors in England, following days of urgent lobbying from MPs, firms and industry officials. One-off grants of up to £6,000 for businesses in the affected sectors in England will be administered by local authorities, to be available in the coming weeks. The government also intends to use taxpayers' cash to cover the cost of statutory sick pay for COVID-related absences for firms with fewer than 250 employees.